A new study shows South Carolina's growth is booming, with Berkeley, Charleston, and Dorchester counties driving more than a quarter of it. But rapid growth also brings challenges. Here to share more on how these counties are dealing with the economic impact of infrastructure is Ricky Ward, president of ACEC-SC Infrastructure Works Institute. Glad to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks.
It's a bit of a mouthful, ACEC-SC.
It is. We love acronyms.
What does that stand for?
American Council of Engineering Companies of South Carolina. It's the business organization that represents the engineering firms in our state.
Well, you're certainly in the right business at the right time.
Yes.
So we have seen exponential growth here in South Carolina over the last decade plus.
Right.
Everybody does lament that the infrastructure isn't keeping up with the number of people that are moving here. So what have you found in your inaugural report that could give us an idea as to where we're headed?
I think one of the bigger takeaways coming out of the study was the fact that 85% of the job growth that's taken place over the last 10 years has occurred in 12 counties. And our region has really been, at the center of that. Berkeley, Charleston, Dorchester counties have really been right in the heart of that growth. So that creates a lot of challenges, it creates a lot of opportunities, but it has created a lot of infrastructure challenges for our state.
Yeah, and when we hear about infrastructure stories making the headlines, there's a lot of people that don't want to see infrastructure expanded in many cases, whether it's Highway 41, whether it's a 526 extension, but where are we going to find that middle ground to really kind of open up the road so that it's not so congested around here?
Well, I think what the study helped to do was to show how the different types of infrastructure really have to work together in order for us to be successful. It's not just roads, it's not just water, it's everything working together. And when we did the launch in June, and we had the 4 agency heads who had contributed the data, our data partners, to the study, it was really an aha moment for me to see them talking about how roads are dependent on broadband, are dependent on stormwater and resiliency and wastewater. So it really, I think for the first time for a lot of people, it was an opportunity to hear that message and just how critical it is that we look at this holistically and all have to work together.
Yeah, indeed. And it's true. When we talk about infrastructure, it's not just roads, it's everything all together. So what's the projection? What is the trajectory of this particular region as we start looking forward 5-10 years?
Well, I think some of the growth numbers that we've seen, 5 years ago, Charleston was the heart of the growth. Now it's Berkeley County, and Dorchester's right there behind it. So we're seeing that growth radiate out.
Seeing everything, spreading out, huh?
And that, when you look at the numbers in terms of commuting times, and then, you start getting further out into the state, this study really does help to drive the need for, it's not just, investments in the urban centers of our state, but if we want the entire state to participate, to help relieve some of the pressure off of the urban centers, we've got to make the more rural parts of our state attractive for investment and for business to come there and expand and grow. And that's a little longer term picture, but that's what's going to help relieve some of the pressure on our urban centers. And
shifting gears a little bit, so broadband is a huge component of that. And when you're talking about rural communities, right now, some of these wireless companies, they're trying to build infrastructure in those areas or somehow bring it to common places so that the people who live in the area have access to it. Same thing with medical care, with these roving medical facilities. So to find a more permanent solution, broadband is going to be incredibly important.
It is a key role, and it was really wonderful to hear agency heads sitting there from broadband and from transportation talking about how dependent they were on each other. And that message was very clear. It really came to light, obviously, during the pandemic, just how much we need that connectivity, and a lot of emphasis that's going on with that, getting that across our state.
Yeah, indeed. So this is an ongoing study, so what's coming up next? What is the next thing that you're going to be looking at, and what are you hoping to show for all of your hard work and what you want to impart on people who live here and who want to move here?
Well, the message coming out of the initial study was very powerful, but it's only going to get better as we bring more data into the study. We worked with 4 state agencies to bring this first study to light. We're already in conversations with the counties here about getting their data included in there. There are other state agencies that we want to include, like the Office of Resilience. So as we each year look to expand that database, we expect the picture to continue to fill out as the study moves forward.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for drawing that picture for us and for amassing all this data. It's really helpful, I know, to a lot of industry, because we still want to attract more industry.
Absolutely.
While maintaining the beauty of South Carolina. It's a delicate balance, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Thank you so much. We'll be back after this.